Discover how to unlock your hidden potential and transform your life by cultivating diligence and determination. Whether you're seeking inspiration for personal development or simply enjoy a good story, this video will captivate you. Once, in a small village nestled at the base of a mountain, lived a young man named Arthur, who was infamous for his laziness. While the villagers toiled in the fields and workshops, Arthur spent his days lounging under a tree, napping and daydreaming. One day, a wise monk visited the village. Every time he passed by to beg for alms, he noticed Arthur sleeping under the same tree. Eventually, the monk approached him and asked, "Why do you always lie here? Why don't you work in the fields?" Arthur lazily replied, "Oh, just let me rest. Working in the fields is hard, I can't do it." He remained indifferent, uninterested in the conversation. Seeing Arthur's lack of motivation, the monk asked, "Would you like to be rich?" Arthur suddenly perked up, intrigued. Sitting upright, he eagerly asked, "Yes, of course. Can you make me rich?" Smiling, the monk pointed toward the mountain and said, "Beyond this mountain, there is a cave containing a precious gem. If you find it, you will be wealthy forever." Arthur was both excited and hesitant. "But climbing the mountain is difficult," he said. The monk simply responded, "If you're unwilling to make the effort, then forget about it." As the monk started to walk away, Arthur stopped him and said, "Wait, I will go there. Are you telling the truth?" The monk nodded and warned, "The cave lies on the other side of the mountain, so reaching it will not be easy." Arthur, excited by the thought of the gemstone, set off on his journey. The climb was exhausting and he quickly grew tired. However, the refreshing mountain breeze and the thought of the treasure kept him going. After a long and arduous journey, he finally reached the top. Looking around, Arthur was amazed by the breathtaking view. He felt a sense of accomplishment, but he still had to descend the mountain. The way down was even more challenging and dangerous. He stumbled and fell multiple times. Yet, fueled by the promise of the gem, he pressed on. At last, he reached the cave, only to find it empty. There was no gemstone. He searched thoroughly, but the outcome remained the same. Nothing was there. Disappointed, he wondered why the monk had deceived him. Now, he faced a new problem. He had to return to the village, but after all his struggles, he lacked the energy and courage to climb the mountain again. For a moment, Arthur considered staying in the cave forever, but he knew survival there was impossible. Despite his exhaustion, he gathered his strength and began the journey back. After enduring many hardships, he finally returned to the village and immediately confronted the monk. "Why did you lie to me?" he asked, frustrated. "There was no gemstone in the cave." The monk greeted him with a warm smile and said, "Ah, so you have returned, angry and confused." Arthur remained puzzled, but the monk continued, "My dear friend, I believe you have already found the treasure." Arthur frowned, unsure of what the monk meant. The monk explained, "You have discovered the gemstone of diligence. Before, you were too lazy to even work in the fields. But now, you have climbed the mountain and returned, proving that you are capable and hardworking. That is the true treasure. With this newfound diligence, you can achieve anything in life." Arthur suddenly realized the truth in the monk's words. He had always possessed great potential, but his laziness had held him back. Now, with his perseverance and determination, he could overcome any challenge. From that day forward, Arthur worked diligently in the fields, embracing hard work and perseverance. If we reflect on our own lives, we will find that laziness and procrastination are common obstacles. This story illustrates the reasons behind them perfectly. The primary cause of laziness is a lack of motivation. People become lazy when they have no clear goals or purpose. Initially, Arthur was unmotivated, but when the monk told him about the gemstone, he became eager to find it. Similarly, when we lack goals in life, we become demotivated and lethargic. However, having a strong desire and a clear objective can help us eliminate laziness and inspire us to take action. Another reason for laziness is the presence of an easy alternative. Arthur was comfortable in his village because he had easy access to food and shelter. But when he ventured beyond the mountains, he realized that he could not survive without effort. This lack of alternatives forced him to take action. In our lives, we often choose the easy path. But by placing ourselves in situations where success is the only option, we can push ourselves to grow and develop discipline. A third reason for laziness is failing to recognize our own abilities. Arthur never believed he could climb the mountain and return. However, when he accomplished it, his confidence soared, and he realized his true potential. This proves that we all have hidden talents, but laziness and procrastination prevent us from unlocking them. Once we start believing in ourselves, we can achieve anything. As shown in this story, diligence is key to personal growth and success. It is the persistent effort to complete tasks, even when they are difficult or exhausting. Diligence has the power to turn potential into reality. It allows us to develop skills, accomplish our dreams, and lead a fulfilling life. Laziness should not be accepted or tolerated. It is a challenge to overcome. By being diligent and setting ambitious goals, we can push ourselves beyond our limits. So, pursue your dreams, even if they seem impossible. Let go of laziness, unlock your hidden potential, and embark on a journey toward a successful and fulfilling life. Remember, the true gemstone is found in unwavering determination and relentless effort.